Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. So things are underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job.
Let's go!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Rafael Varane. Van Dijk. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Cafu. Cafu is on... Oh, good effort! And he hits the net! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. Picked that one out, and that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We're up and running then. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of...
Oh, shooting chance! Superb goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Sporting Braga finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Ronaldinho.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Little pass back. Platini. Nedved. Now they can break here. And it's Nedved. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Rice. Ronaldinho. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's a fine interception. And that pass isn't the best. Thuram. Shifted upfield. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Nedved. Lovely pass, but can he get there? They're urging him to shoot. Real chance! And that would have been some goal.
Del Piero just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Now it's Platini. Vieira is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Sporting Braga really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Thuram for Rice. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Nedved. Vitinha. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ronaldinho was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Has a look and plays it forward. And here's Hullet. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Hullet. Vitinha. Platini. Nedved. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. And he's managed to get... Big chance! Oh, good finish! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And now he has two. Manchester United are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
And it's Ronaldinho. This looks promising. There's the shot! Has another go! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Ronaldinho really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Nicely weighted ball. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Del Piero. Vitinha really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And it's half-time. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, so I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Manchester United firmly in control at the break. 2-0 the scoreline. So off we go again. Cafu. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. Roberto Carlos. Thuram. Vieira. He won't be happy with that one. Ronaldinho. Thuram. Platini. So what can they make of this? Nice looking ball. Now it's Vitinha. He's Vitinha! And that's a tiny finish. It is an explosive start to the second half. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Tries one from range. He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And this is Nedved. Shot could be on. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And he was quick to react.
Del Piero really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And it's Roberto Carlos. He has found the way through. Here it is, crossed in. Platini is always scanning the pitch for targets. Nedved. Manchester United are looking pretty rattled at the moment, Jim.
There's no doubt about that, Peter. It looks like they've had the proverbial carpet swept from underneath them. And it's amazing how much one goal can change things.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to make any prediction on this right now. Maldini. Ah, he's given it away. It's a pretty loose pass. Rummenigge looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Takes a shot. Yeah, cannot be beaten that easily. Thuram. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cruyff, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And this is Dembele. Dembele going face-to-face with his great rival. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Cruyff. And here's Mbappe. Goes for a shot! And that's a sharp finish. Braga back in business. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
Sporting Braga really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Aims beyond the defence.
That's going in strongly. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Dembele. It's Dembele! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, what has happened here? That's going up front in a hurry. Spread out to the left. Roberto Carlos. Now, who's going to be first to this? Thuram pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Dembele ventures forward. And that is as much time as there will be. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base The ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. We are just getting started. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
The Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, this looks sharp. And it's Aguero. Not the most accurate pass. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
He has found a way through. And this is Cruyff, showing good feet. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. And the pass is intercepted. Cruyff, and this is Cruyff. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And here's Ibrahimovic. Oh, good-looking ball.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. He's shifting through the gears here. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
And here's Cruyff. He's beaten the last man. Nedved did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Chance, surely! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
The ball has bounced loose now. Now it's Hullet. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Good read, needed to be. Well, that is one way to stop him. Hazard. Rice, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Shot a goal!
Yeah.
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Rummenigge clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And a chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Milan are looking to go forward now. Rummenigge. And it's Hazard. Oh, important interception. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ah, that's a fine interception. Cruyff. Now, this could be a chance. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Looking tidy in possession here. Vieira. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Rice. Rummenigge. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Aguero. That ball looks a good one. And the shot!
Nah.
Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Rice goes short. Now the cross. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Hullet. And it's Roberto Carlos. And this is Nedved.
Yeah. Azar ya.
Varane did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And this is Cruyff. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And the whistle goes for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Not too much so far to lift anybody off their seat.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Delivers and a header!
Wow.
It's hit the upright. Oh, there's a probing ball. And now the breakaway. Rummenigge. Now it's Hazard. Hazard. Good, strong midfield running here. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Hullet is standing over this one, and a real chance to break the deadlock. Roberto Carlos looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
That's been cut out, well played. And it's Nedved. Lovely, now then. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. He's found a way through.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Rummenigge might be danger here. He's trying to hit the front line here. And it's Ibrahimovic. And this is Aguero. Vieira is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Rice. Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Cleared away. Ibrahimovic. Rice. This is a promising build-up. And it's Rice. Oh, this is a great position.
Manchester United really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 41, numero 42,
Seedorf.
numero 6,
Ronaldinho.
Ibrahimovic, numero 22.
And here's Ibrahimovic.
Lasciano il campo per
Nice
il numero
control.
8, il numero 20.
Oh, he's having a
il
go!
numero-
Well taken goal. That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal.
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
And in a trice, the substitute has... And a shot! Manchester United still ahead by the game's only goal. And this is Kane. No way through there. And here's Ibrahimovic. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Real chance! And he's stuck it away. 2 ahead, late in the day. Game over, surely. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Manchester United have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Il quarto uomo
Dembele
indica 2
is
minuti di
offering
recupero.
some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, he's all alone. Yes! And they are disappearing out of sight. And that will be it. Well, that was a tale of 2 very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. We're up and running then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I've always liked this guy, Jordan Henderson. Someone who has had unrealistic expectations to live up to, but his athleticism, his improved passing, the fact...
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Sylvestre. Now Schlotterbeck. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. And it's Ronaldinho. Gerrard. And Sylvestre. Serginho. And it's Rooney. In by Rooney. There's the header! What a wonderful goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So, a breakthrough already.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Sylvestre.
Manchester United really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Floated through. And he gets rid in a hurry. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Sylvestre is looking to influence the game from out wide.
Porto definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to...
Towering header! He will be livid with himself. Kvaratskhelia, Rummenigge, he has a look out. Not the most convincing of passes. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. White makes a move down the right. And it's Ronaldinho. No, that's been intercepted. Spread to the right. Now it's Gerrard. Looking for the run. Didn't quite work for him. Vieira. Cafu. Pinches it off him. Rooney. Serginho. And Sylvestre. Nicely weighted ball. Spread neatly. Lovely bit of skill. And he's had it nicked away.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Closing it on. Goes for a shot! He's got a goal! Manchester United are back on level terms. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Manchester United restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from...
Oh, good climb! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's hoisted clear. And this is Gerrard. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, that pass isn't the best. And here's Ronaldinho. Knocks it into space.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Rooney could move up a gear here. Not the most accurate pass. Cafu running with the ball. Now, can they get him away?
There will be
Kvaratskhelia. Roberto Carlos. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Reflections on the first half?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. Back underway then. Cafu has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Kvaratskhelia, little pass back. Passing is crisp and sharp. Tries to pass it through.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that.
Huh?
Koller. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Schlotterbeck. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. And it's Ronaldinho. Plays a sharp little ball here. Crosses it in. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Now it's Hullet. Serginho.
The attendance for this match was 70,987.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. Ronaldinho. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And here's Hullet. Shot could be on. Cafu. White clears it away. And he's been shoots! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Substitution for Manchester United.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Number 8, Bullet. Number 22.
Now this could be a chance. Good read, needed to be.
Rice.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Roberto Carlos. Coming on the field.
Jordan Henderson.
Number 23, Ibrahimovic.
Maldini gets across to intercept that.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Sado. Number 13, Nedved.
And this is Nedved.
Substitutions taking place.
Now the delivery. Getting up there! Goal! Manchester United! And the comeback is complete. certain, searing and imperious.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that favour.
Substitution.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
Manchester United with the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Looking for a runner. Koller gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. Ball in towards the middle. And a header! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Great vision. Silvestre receives. Impressive jump! And it's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
A really thumping header. Absolutely crashes it in.
Well, you've always got that threat when he's around. Great movement, and what a great header.
So again, we have parity.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Now it's Roberto Baggio. Serginho.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, no joy this time.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Roberto Baggio. Silvestre. And it's Baggio. Oh, he's found support out wide. Nice interception, well timed.
Minutes has been
Now it's
indicated.
Cristiano Ronaldo. 2 minutes to be added on.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, good effort! Oh, wow, that's crazy! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? It was a great header, the invitation. And that's it. Manchester United have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through